Good morning, my beautiful people. I am just setting up my whole setup, making sure everything looks good and clear. Yep, check on the YouTube. Good morning. Oh, nothing matters. That's it. Sure is. Let's go on the YouTube. And I unmuted because sometimes I'll do that. Forget to mute myself. You're like, what? Check out the setting. Oh, there we go. I don't know where the music's coming from because I don't have any music on. I honestly don't have the music on. Yeah, there's the music on.
WSHH, Pittsburgh.
Commercial free hours all day,
I'm letting
every
you
day.
two know that
Today's
I don't
hits
have
and
music on
yesterday's
my
favorites.
computer at
Wish,
all.
99.7.
I didn't have music on. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't have no radio on YouTube. So please don't flag myself. I do not have any on. It's playing the radio, and I don't even have the radio on. I don't know where the radio is coming from. I'm putting it in my house. Copyright infringement because I did not put my radio on. I don't have one. It was actually have a radio on. I don't know why the radio on. I just don't have it on. So, that being said, let's get started. Hopefully the video will come out.
Used for commercial space.
It's all right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you shall find this practice. Hello, welcome to the end of the year practice of yoga. Get nice and comfortable. Sit cross-legged position if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can sit crisscross applesauce. I just said that, or have your legs straight. Yeah, we don't know where this music is coming from, but it's showing that I'm playing music on the live on the radio. I don't have nothing on, just want to put it out there. So YouTube, do not flag me. I do not have nothing on my computer. And when I put this app on, it's just playing music. So it's not me playing it. It's actually this melanin app that I'm not, I don't know why, but it's saying I have a radio on. I don't have nothing on. So let's get started. Crisscross applesauce, eyes closed, hands on my knees, smile on my face, getting ready. Closing our eyes, letting things go from 2022 and going into 2023. Taking a breath. Let's go practice our ujjayi breath that we have been working on if you've been on this channel. We're going to just breathe in through our nose for a count of 5, then hold, and then exhale from our nose with a count of 5. So let's start. Inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale. You can have your eyes closed if you like or open. Inhale, hold, exhale. One more time. Deep breath in, hold, exhale. I'm going to inhale both hands up to the sky. Holding it here, we're going to twist our body to the left, putting our right hand on our left knee and our right hand, I'm sorry, a left hand behind us. looking towards our left, getting a nice little supine twist in here. Twisting of our spine, holding it here, looking that direction. Take a breath, and on the exhale, turn your head to the opposite side here. So to the right, to the right. Gonna inhale, both hands up, twisting all the way to the opposite side here, putting our left hand on our right knee and taking our right hand behind us, looking towards the right. Holding it here, taking a breath. And on the exhale, turning our head to the left, to the left, to the left. Holding it here. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring our hands forward. Holding here, tucking our chin into our chest. Elongating our spine here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Welcome to this practice. And if you're watching a replay, welcome to watching this practice on a replay. Thank you so kindly. Gently rolling yourself up. And let's just roll our bodies here. Taking our time. Just rolling, rolling, rolling our bodies. I'm rolling to the left. Stopping, switching, rolling to the right. Waking up our chakras here. How are you guys doing? How was your Christmas? Merry belated Christmas if those who practice, those who participate in Christmas. And Happy New Year to you too. Rolling the opposite way. Rolling the opposite way. All right, we're going to switch ourselves to our hands and knees and get into it. So I move my blockies out the way here. Hopefully you can see me pretty good. I'm on my hands and knees. Hands underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. Yogi's choice, either toes tucked down or flat down. I have my flat down today. Move my Watson out the way. Inhale our head up for cow. Exhale, round our back for cat. Inhale, dropping our belly, bringing our forehead up to the sky for cow. Exhale, reversing everything, pushing our hands away. Practice hasta bandha on our fingers. Sucking in our belly for cat pose. Inhale, dropping our belly, bringing our forehead up for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tucking our toes down. Push all the way back to our first downward dog. Holding it here. In our downward dog. Go ahead and pedal if you like. Taking your time. Taking a moment. Holding it here. Dropping back to our knees. Bringing our toes to touch. Pushing all the way back to child's pose. Bringing our head to the ground. Holding it here. Catching our breath. Gonna move some energy through our body to get ready for 2023. Go ahead, tuck your toes down again. Push all the way back to that downward facing dog, holding that dog here. Your second dog of the day could still be a little tight. Go ahead, drop down to your knees, making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders here. We're going to do a plank pose on our knees, holding here, shifting our body in front, lowering all the way down to the ground, belly, chest, chin, holding it here, having your legs straight. Gently lifting the top half of your body for a baby cobra. Holding it here. Making sure your hands are close to your chest, to the side of your chest. Push all the way back onto your hands and knees. And push all the way back to downward. No, I'm sorry. Push back all the way down, child's pose. Holding it here. Knees the same size as the mat. Toes touch. Forehead is back able to the ground. Dropping it back up to our hands and knees. Going to get that again. We're going to go to downward facing dog. We're going to drop down to our knees, pushing our top half body forward for plank pose. On your knees, lower all the way down, belly, chest, chin, to plank. Plank down, chaturanga, down to the ground. Having our hands beside of us, lifting our top half of our body. You can be in baby cobra. If you like a challenge, you can go to King Cobra. Lifting the top half of your body up here. Holding it. Woo! Dropping back onto your knees, pushing all the way back to child's pose. Holding it here, taking a breath. Resetting our body. Go ahead. Bring it back all the way to a downward facing dog. Holding our downward dog here. Drop back down onto your knees. Pushing your top half of your body forward to a plank pose. Engaging your core. Having your elbows close to your body. Bend all the way down. Chaturanga down to the ground. Belly, chest, chin. Having your Bringing the top half of your body up for baby cobra if you like. Or you can lift it all the way up to king cobra. Holding it here. Gripping your fingers into the mat. Practicing a hasta bandha. Dropping down on your knees. Push all the way back to child pose here. Bringing our forehead down to the ground. Hands straight in front of us. Holding it here for child's pose. Bring it back up onto our hands and knees. Take your right foot, bring it behind you, bend your knee, open up your hip. Look in the direction of your knee. Hold it here. Go ahead, straighten the leg back out. Taking your left hand in front. Holding it here, engaging your core. Dropping it all the way down. Do the opposite side. Take your left leg, bend your knee, open up your hip, look in that same direction as your knee. Holding it here. Woo. Straighten that sucker out, taking your right hand in front of you, engaging your core. Working. Drop everything down. Bring it all the way down onto your bum. And then hero's pose. If you don't want to be in hero's pose, you can sit all the way down, crisscross applesauce, and having your feet in front of you. Taking your time. Holding it here. Resetting our breath, taking a breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Ha! Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Ha! One more time. Inhale. Exhale, sigh out. Ha! Go ahead, back onto our hands and knees. We are working, pushing all that energy through, letting everything go from 2022 into 2023. Set new beginnings, new boundaries, things we're working on. Let's go into it. All right, going back to that downward facing dog. Holding your hands so you could be a little bit deeper in your dog. We're going to lift up on our toes, drop back down on our heels. One more time, lift up on your toes, drop down on your heels. If it's too much, you can stand back into hands and knees right here. If it's too much, you can always modify. Listen to your body. This is your practice. We're going to drop back down to our knees. Take our right foot behind us. Bend our knee. Bringing our hand in between. Bringing our foot in between our hands here. I try not to fall. Bringing our hands to the outside of our feet here. Hands on both sides of your foot. Holding it here for a low lunge. Holding it here. Bringing both hands onto the knee, popping ourselves up. Having your feet flat down. Holding it here. Taking a moment. Gauging our breath. Bringing both hands all the way up to the sky for a crescent pose. Holding it here. Now we're going to take our hands and bring them to a letter T. So we're going to have our right hand in front. A left hand in front, right hand behind us. Holding it here. Taking that left hand onto that right knee and taking this back hand, this right hand behind us in a bind. Twisting our whole body to the right here. Holding it. Bringing our hands back to the letter T. Bringing our hands all the way back up to the sky. Dropping our hands all the way to the ground. Pushing our hips back. Bringing our toes up to the sky for a half split. If you want to go a little bit more, go ahead. If you want to challenge yourself, go ahead, listen to your body. If you're able to, for your half split, if you challenge yourself, maybe you want to bring your top half of your body down, bringing your foot all the way up. It's one way. Definitely pulling more muscles in the back of your thigh here. Definitely getting a deep, deep, deep stretch. If you go into a full split, go ahead if you can. If not, go where you are. Holding it here. If you need blocks, go ahead. I encourage them to use them wherever you are. Holding it here. Woo, that's deep. Go forward a little bit more. There we go. Holding it here. A couple more breaths, making sure your toes are up to the sky. Holding, you can always use blocks wherever you are on your thigh here. Resting it there. Blocks are your friends. I always have more than one. You never know. Go ahead, bring your leg back onto your hands and knees. We're going to tuck our toes down, push back to downward facing dog. Holding it here, drop down to our knees, to a plank pose here. Bringing our top half of our body forward, lowering our down, belly, chest, chin to the ground. Having your feet straight, pushing all the way up to King Cobra or Baby Cobra. Holding it here, warming up our low back, tucking the toes in, pushing our body back to hands and knees. Taking our left foot behind us, bending our knee, bringing our foot in between our hands here for a low level lunge. Yogi's choice, toes tucked down, flat down, wherever you're at, holding it here, resetting your breath, making sure your your hips are pointing forward, best as able to. Bringing both hands onto that knee, sinking those hips down, making sure your knee is stacked over your ankle here, engaging that core and those thighs at the same time, squeezing everything together. Bringing both hands up to the sky, holding here with our left knee in front. Bringing our hands to the letter T, bringing the right in front, the left behind us. Taking our right hand onto our left knee, and taking what is this? Our right hand, tucking it behind us, in a bind. Hello, how are you? Holding it here, looking forward. Deep breathe in, bringing both hands back up to the sky. Dropping both hands down to the ground. Inhale, exhale, bringing our hips back to a half split, toes up to the sky here. Holding it here. And your half split, go wherever you are. If you want to challenge yourself, sink your top half all the way back. Woo! Deep, deep, deep split. Working on your split. Definitely working this top part of your thigh. It's definitely working. Living your toes up to the sky if you're able to. If not, you can, go forward, use your blocks. Be mindful of your knee. I got double mats. You can always put a blanket underneath your knee, whatever's comfortable. Holding it here. Take a couple more breaths here. It's like cables underneath your legs, just ripping and ripping. The more you do this, the cables will be a little bit more comfortable. Take another breath. Bringing your foot all the way back to your knees. Here, my blocks. Hands and knees, toes tucked on the ground. We're going to do that vinyasa flow again. Back to downward dog. Inhale, exhale, drop down to your knees, pushing your body forward. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, down to the ground, belly, chest, chin. On in here, on an inhale, bring it up to King Cobra for that lower back and making sure your knees are onto the ground. Pushing your hips all the way back, toes together to touch, to child's pose. Holding it here. You should be nice and warm. I'm on fire. Hopefully you are too. We're going to go ahead and take our first watcher break. And check on everybody who's ever here. Taking a check. Be mindful. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you shall find this practice. Catch you on the replay. What's up, replay gang? My last two videos did pretty good. Especially my feet up one. I think I'm going to record that after this since I'm nice and warm. Woo! Holding it here. Take a sip, take a sip. Take care of yourself anytime in this practice. If something don't feel right to you, go ahead and modify. Anytime in this practice, if something don't feel right, go ahead and modify. Please listen to your body. I always listen to your body. Check doing 5 things at once. Checking emails, doing yoga, making sure no one called me. I told everyone I'm teaching yoga at 9 online. You never know. All right. Back to those lovely hands and knees. Fingers spread out, creating a hasta bandha, like a cat. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Go ahead, toes tucked down, push all the way back down to downward facing dog. Dog should be open up a little bit more. If you are able to, you can lift up your left leg, holding it here, doing three-legged dog. Oh, look, I'm on the wall. I'm cheating. On the wall. Holding it here. Put a little bend in your hip. Bring your knee to the side. If it's too much, drop down to that knee. Go ahead. We're just doing a version of it. Holding it here. And go ahead. Bring that knee in between our hands here. Holding it here. For a runner's lunge. Taking a breath. We're going to go ahead and try something. If you want, you can grab your blocks if you need them. In here, we're going to do a three-legged dog. So if you have your blocks and you want to, you can just go ahead and lift up the back of your right foot here. Holding it here. Taking your time. That's a modified way. If you're able to use your fingers, go ahead. Wherever you are at, you can use the blocks. Why not? They're here. Having your right toes down to the ground. Holding it here. Woo! Practicing. We're going to drop back those right toes. Bring your right knee back to the ground. Lifting our top half of our body up here. Bringing both hands back up for a crescent. Toes tucked down. Ankle, knee aligned here. Holding it here. Bringing both hands back to the ground here. Framing our foot. Holding it here. Taking a breath. Resetting ourselves. Then we're going to take both hands into our instep. Here, both hands are inside. Your foot's on one side and both hands are on the other side. So this time we're going to take our right hand to the ground, taking our left hand up to the ground, twisting dragon here, holding it here, twisting everything to the left. You can use blocks if you need to, prop yourself up. Dropping both hands back to the ground. Here, taking that left foot, bringing it back to the right. Holding it here. I'm going to do that vinyasa flow one more time. Come on, we got it. Pushing all the energy out. Downward facing dog. Back onto our knees. Push our top half body forward. Holding it here with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Chaturanga. Down to the ground. Everything straight here. Pushing all the way up to King Cobra if you like, or you can keep Baby Cobra wherever you are. Or your low back. Holding it here. Push your top of your body back to child's pose. Toes together, touch. Forehead to the ground. Take a breath. Exhale out. Bring it back to that downward facing dog. We're going to do three-legged dog. On the opposite side, taking our right leg all the way up to the sky. Holding it here, making sure your hips are even. Bend that knee, open up that hip, looking towards that right. If it's too much, modify, drop to that knee. Same thing. Just elevating it. I use the wall, the cheek. All right, take that right foot, bring it in between your hands for a runner's lunge here. Holding yourself, resetting the breath. Holding it here. Now we're going to shift our top body forward, lift up that left leg. Woo! Working and making sure your hips are leveled or even. Having your left toes down to the ground. You can use blocks to the side. Set to hold. Bringing your head looking down to the ground. Holding it here. Deep breathing, taking your time. Dropping those left toes down to the ground. Dropping that left knee to the mat. Hands right here to the side of you. Catch your breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing both hands into your instep here. Holding it here. We're going to do twisting dragon on the right side. So we're taking our left hand to the ground, taking our right hand up to the sky. Twisting to the right. Holding it here. Holding it here. Deep breathing. Dropping both hands back into your instep. Taking that right foot, back to meet your left. Back onto hands and knees. Toes together, touch. Push all the way back, our butt back. Push all the way down. To child's pose. Reset. Everything. Holding it here. Forehead to the ground. Resetting your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Bring yourself up, back to hands and knees. Taking your time. You can crisscross your feet behind you, roll all the way back. Bringing yourself crisscross applesauce, looking forward here. Whew, taking a moment. Sitting for a second, taking a deep breath in. Exhale out. Let's take advantage of that beautiful heat that we have here. Should be nice and warm. Nice and toasty warm. I am on fire, which I love. So now we can take advantage of that heat here. All right. Taking a breath, recovery. You need to, excuse me. Go ahead and take a breath. Take a drink. You need to. Taking a moment. All right. Twisting top half of our body. Bringing our feet together to touch. Open up your hips. Well, this one is for our crown chakra. So we're going to repeat these words. I am with the universal presence that transcends space and time and prevails all that is. With our crown chakra. Holding it here. Deep breathing. Doing butterfly pose here with our toes, feet together. Hips are always open. Your knees slightly going down to the mat here. Feel like you could gently bring yourself forward. Holding it here. Just stretching everything out. Taking your time. Deep breathing. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Like I said, happy belated Merry Christmas to you, those who celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Rosh Hashanah, whatever's going on. for you in the practice that you're doing. Make sure you take some time for yourself. Self-care is the key, even if you're doing stuff for everybody else. Make sure you take care of yourself. Sometimes we neglect ourselves. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for the 118 people I have last time I checked on my YouTube. Who knows? Thank you for watching, for the feet up and the other practice I had. Appreciate it. All right, bring up both knees together. Bring your hand to the side, gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. All right, we're going to drop ourselves onto our knees here. All right, we're going to work on our solar chakra. We're going to open up that chakra. So we're going to be on our hands and knees. I know we're doing practice. So we're going to be doing one of my favorite. We're going to be doing pigeon. I'll show you the modification, and I'll also show you the way it's going. And if you're uncomfortable, I'll do the modification for you. So we're going to take our right foot behind us, bend our knee, bring our knee in between our hands. Right, shift myself forward. Take that left foot, bring it all the way back. So if you're here, perfect. You can place blocks underneath your hips, underneath your bum here. If you got it, maybe you can draw your foot out to the side. You want to have your hips level as best as able to. So you can use a block. Working our hips here. And if you want to modify, you just want to be on your back, taking your right foot over your left leg and just bringing up your left leg and grabbing it. So this is pigeon on the back. Modify. Same thing. Wherever your pigeon is at, take care of it. Open up our solar chakra here. And the words for that is I have purpose on this planet. And I have the strength, confidence, and life energy to need to feel it, fulfill it. So we're opening up that chakra here, our solar chakra, taking the time. Woo, deep. You're feeling it. Good for you. If you're not feeling it, lucky. Sometimes people want to go in the full extent of the pose where you can grab the back foot if you like. Bring a little bit more in to your practice. Holding it here. Woo! Hips are being pulled in 80 directions. Go ahead, lower that foot if you have it up. And we're going to take our left foot, drop it down to the ground, pushing up our hips, bringing our knees together. Just shake your hips from side to side. And what we do on one side, we're definitely going to do on the opposite side. Just saying. So we're going to take that left leg, straighten it behind us, bend that knee, bringing that knee in between our hands, taking our right foot, bringing it all the way back. This is level one, using blocks on your hips if you need to. Like I said, to do it on your back, modification is you're on your back, take your left foot, cross it over your right, and bring in your right leg. That's pigeon on the back. If you need a little bit more, you could just adjust your foot up a little bit further, making sure you're leveling out your hips. Holding it here. If you want a little bit more, you can grab the back of your foot. Get deeper in the stretch. Ooh, I've been working on opening up my shoulder blades, and I can definitely feel it. So I'm gonna let my foot go. The other side was hurting too. I'm like, trying to open up my shoulder blades by doing some poses, and I'm definitely feeling it today. Holding it here. Feel like you can drop down to your elbows. Feel like your forehead down to the ground. I'm gonna back up and grab my foot since I did one side and hit the other. The last couple breaths here. Ooh, my shoulders. Letting it go. Tucking down that right toe. Bringing up that left knee. Bring yourself back to your hands and knees. Go ahead, sit on your bum for hero's pose here. Ooh, and taking a moment. We're going to do yogi squats for a second. Just because I feel like it. So we're on our hands and knees here, sitting in hero's pose. Whew, taking a moment, let's catch our breath. Deep breath in, hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, the hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. All right, so we're going to go into yogi squats. All right, so we're going to bring our hands in front on my knees, bringing your feet out. So we're going to pretty much be like in a stance like this, toes out to the side, and we're going to squat down. Woo. If it's too much, you can always use your block and go ahead and sit onto it if you like. Holding in here, bringing our hands to heart center. We're pressing our knees into our elbows and pushing our hands together. So you're getting definitely, you're pushing and pushing. Two different directions here. Move my block. Holding in here. Woo. Couple more breaths here. This will make you humble. Bring your hands down, pushing our hips all the way up to a forward fold here. Open up your feet wider than your hips, dropping your head all the way down for a forward fold here. Taking your your right hand in the middle, taking your left hand up, twisting in that direction to your left, dropping that hand down. Taking your left to the middle of your body, take your right, twisting to the right. Holding it here, bringing both hands down to the ground. Bringing your forehead to the ground. Halfway lift, lower down. We're going to turn our left foot to the front of our yoga mat. And we're going to do splits, standing up. Here, so we're doing pyramid. Holding it here. If you need blocks, go ahead and grab them to the side. Both toes are facing the same direction here. Bring your forehead down to your leg. Stretching your whole leg here. We're working today, moving that energy, taking 2022, moving it out our body so we can bring in 2023. Deep breathing, twisting your body forward back to that forward fold. The big wide leg fan fold. Then we're going to take both our toes, turn them both to the right side here. Going forward, at least having your forehead, make it to your leg. Best is able to. Have blocks on either side if you like. I want to say bring the ground up to you if you can't reach all the way down. Deep breathing. Whew, having your hips level. Couple more breaths. Deep breathing in. And go ahead. Turn your feet forward again to the wide-legged fan fold. One more time, stretching our legs out. Getting all that tension from our thighs out, calves out. I mean, stretch everything out. Leaving all that lovely lactic acid to move out to make room for the new halfway lift. All right, bringing feet in, heel toe, heel toe. Bringing it down to a forward fold here. Go ahead and drop down your right knee, your left knee. Woo. Sit on back on your bum. Crisscross applesauce. Oh, that was amazing. All right. We are going to bring our legs in front of us. Bring our hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward in any amount. Bring your chin, tuck it into your chest here for forward fold. Deep breathing in and out. Excuse me. Holding it here. Gently rolling it up. All the way up. We're going to roll onto our backs now. Bringing our knees into our hips. Taking both legs up to the sky. Like your feet planted on the wall, bringing both hands up to the sky. Go ahead, if you are able to lift top half of your body here, engage in your core. We'll do a little core work, lower your right leg down. Woo! Bring it up. Lower your left. Woo! Bringing it up one more time. Right, left. Holding it here. Lower down the top half of your body. Drop your feet down to the mat. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Bring your knees back into your chest. Roll it from side to side. Roll your knees in one direction. Doesn't matter which one you do. And then reverse that direction. Bringing those feet back up to the wall. And dropping those feet down. Go ahead and windshield wiper those knees from side to side. Taking your time. Go ahead. Make sure your knees are at least hip width of your feet. Your feet hip width. Your feet at least close to your bum. We're going to do bridge pose. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Hand to the side. Exhale. Lift our hips all the way up for a bridge pose. If you want, you can place a block underneath the sacrum. If you need a restorative version of this. And we're going to elevate it. We're going to bring our toes together. If you're able to, open up your hips. Push on up. Woo! Yes. We're going to bridge a different kind of way here. Pushing up our hips. Squeezing that butt. Bringing up our hips. Lowering everything down. Because you deserve it. And our knees to side to side. All right, drop your knees down to one side. If you are close to the wall, bring your mat close to the wall. We're going to put our feet up the wall for a nice little recovery of 2023. So I'm just going to place my mat close to the wall. Bring them up, butt close to the wall. Lowering my top half of my body down. Taking my feet up against the wall. We're doing leg up against the wall here. Good at hold it here for at least a couple minutes, more than 5, to reset our body for 2023. This is a great thing to do. Make sure your butt is up against the wall, your feet up against the legs, up against the wall. I love this pose. If you have sciatica problems, this is wonderful. If you have any back pains, pains in your legs, this is a wonderful pose to be in. This helps reset your body. I love it. Hey, Google, can you set my alarm for 7 minutes, please?
9:56 a.m. Set.
So we're going to hold this for at least 7 minutes. I always encourage my students when you're having a bad day, turn a candle on, put your legs up against the wall, hold it here for a couple minutes, at least 10 to 15 minutes, and this will help you out a whole lot. So you can have your hands on your belly, or my favorite, I put my left hand on my chest, my right hand on my belly to receive all the goodness and the love that I would love to have for 2020. Keep breathing. Breathe at your own pace. You're welcome to close your lovely eyes. You have a face eye pillow, you can put that on. If you want to prop up your head, you're welcome to. You can use a block or a pillow or a blanket. I'm going to shut up in a couple minutes, but just give yourself permission. Let's do a lovely mantra that I always say all the time in my class. Thank yourself for the things that you can do, and thank yourself for the things that you are continually working on. Self care is the name of the game here. Be mindful of everything you do. It's good, bad, and ugly. It still makes it you. So forgive yourself. Allow yourself to have permission. All right, I'm gonna close my mouth for now and just enjoy this for a couple minutes.
Facebook's Wish 99.7, today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Hey, Melanie is on vacation, so hope you don't mind. I'm going to hang out with you for a couple more hours, this until lunch hour. You know, like the good old days. Here's Michael Jackson and Thriller on Wish 99.7.
Okay, Google, stop. Put your right and left foot onto the, or bend your knees, I would say. Hold it here and gently winch your right through your knees from side to side. Bring your knees together. Roll it to your right side or left side. Gently rolling yourself up one vertebra at a time, taking your time, getting nice and comfortable. Cross that position. Yeah, I'll adjust myself. Bringing your feet together. I got my back rested against my wall here. I think my feet up picture. Don't fall down. So let's take this moment here with our eyes closed. Bringing our hands on our knees. My back is up against the wall. Resting my body. Inhaling both hands up to the sky. Dropping my hands to my third eye to be aware of what's going on in my life. Thanking myself, forgiving myself, moving myself forward from 2023 to 20. I'm sorry, from 2022 to 2023. Bringing my hands to the heart center. Taking a breath. And bringing both hands to my knees. Palms facing up to receive all the goodness, love, support, and letting go all the toxicity that I had within my body. Thanking myself, thanking others. I'll sit here for a couple seconds in silence. Hope you join me with my eyes closed in gratitude. Bringing both hands back up to the sky, bringing my hands to my heart center. We say namaste. Namaste is an East Indian Sanskrit, which means the God in me bows down on the God in me. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your time. I might do another live on Saturday, the 31st. I might as well because I don't have to teach class that day. So I got nothing to do but work that night. So I think I got time to do it. Maybe around 10:30. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll pre record it. We'll see. But I want to say thank you so much for being with me this year for 2022. And I will see you in 2023. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I truly am humble and appreciated for the viewership I've been getting and the numbers I have. I thank you so much. I love to teach yoga. It's one of my favorite things I love to do. I teach it online and actually teach it in real life too. So I am a Raja Yoga teacher who believes in the eighth yoga limb pathways. You can also go onto my website, www.erky.com, where I actually discuss a little bit about my practice and who I am. You know, I do blog and talk about my problems I have with yoga, how I love yoga very, very much, but sometimes I don't think I'm disciplined, and I think that's okay. But it's a practice that I'm working on, and as I always say, give yourself permission. I ain't there yet, and you don't have to be. So that's the beauty part about being a practitioner in yoga. It's a continual practice, always growing within your practice. So thank you so much. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I probably said it 800 times because I always have to put it in for the algorithm. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings and love to all of you. And Happy New Year's to you too. I hopefully see you soon. Bye. And we out.